Hey, we're back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show, and looky here, the Barking Guy is back. And hope you had safe travels, Barking Guy.
I did. There was some traffic, especially going there between Dallas and Tyler. It was stop and go. It was stop and go south of Lake City, Florida.
Mm-hmm. Your family all good? Everybody healthy?
Everybody's healthy.
Good. We wake up Friday morning and we hear about the Omicron variant of the Delta or the coronavirus. And I mean, that was and it tanked the market. The market dropped over concerns. Oh no, we've got another variant out here and it's going to shut everything down. The government leaders are going to shut down. And even our president decided that he's going to do one of those xenophobic actions and shut down air travel from Africa, which is racist and xenophobic, according to him, because that's what he said, Trump was. So we got to use the same terminology, right? I mean, we got to, if it's the same thing, we got to say the same thing, right? I mean, isn't that how it's supposed to work in the mainstream media? Anyway, and then I'm reading from doctors in South Africa who are treating patients who have this variant, and they're finding out that they don't lose their sense of taste and smell. And again, take nothing that I say, check it out for yourself, and nothing that I say is 100% everybody is affected the same way by this, because that's, the viruses don't work that way. But what they're seeing is people that they're finding that have this variant have mild headaches and are a little under the weather for a couple days. That's what they're finding. The headaches, they don't lose their taste and smell, and they feel a little under the weather, tired for a couple days. And I'm thinking, how many times have I had that over the years? Headaches and tiredness. And so I'm thinking, oh my gosh, have I already had Omicron? And then there's the description, using the word Omicron, and I'm thinking, well, is Omicron, was that the poor man's Rolex? Was that if you couldn't afford a Rolex, did you get an Omicron watch? Was that a little bit more sophisticated than a Timex or a Fossil watch? There was Timex and Fossil, and then there was Omicron, right? And then if you were really well-to-do, you got the Rolex. Am I thinking right on that?
Yeah.
Or am I being completely crazy? So I hope that what the initial reports out of South Africa are true, in that it's a variant. But it is a mild variant compared to, say, the Alpha strain or the Delta variant, which is still proving to be very problematic for folks. Many wind up in the hospital and stuff like that. So why on the day after Thanksgiving did we get this news? Why did we jump on it? Why didn't we wait until we had a little more research to find out? And now we're finding that it's everywhere. They found some cases in Canada. They found some cases in Europe from people that have traveled from Africa. And I'm like, why does the media always jump the gun? I have conspiracy theories. I don't know exactly why, but it just bothers me that we get to such extremes in how we talk about things, and it's kind of sad. Anyway, Barking Guy's here. Glad your family's healthy. Glad you are back after traveling across the southern tier of the United States of America. So you went through Texas.
Yes.
Mississippi?
Yep.
Alabama?
Yep.
Did you get to Georgia, or did you dip down into the panhandle of Florida?
Dip down in the panhandle.
So you went.
Mobile.
So you went Mobile. Okay. So you went. So did you go through Fairhope?
Yep.
Yeah. I used to live in Fairhope.
No, you did.
Yeah. And then, of course, if you go to the coast, you get to Gulf Shores, which is right there on the coast. And then if you go along the coast, you hit Pensacola, and then Sandestin and Fort Walton Beach.
Yep.
And all that stuff is along the Redneck Riviera there, the northern Gulf Coast, the white sand beaches there. And so then you traveled from down to see your family down in Florida. So what does the free state of Texas, and did you go through Louisiana at all?
Yes, I did.
Louisiana, the
I-20.
Mississippi, and so forth. What do those free parts of our country act like, feel like, seem like compared to what we're used to here in MLG land.
Was it? Feels like freedom.
Well, what did you see? I mean, are people wearing masks? Are
Some
there
people are.
restrictions? I mean, do you get yelled at if you don't have a mask on, or do they hand a mask, or what? How are things being handled in some of these other
Now,
states?
there's some places like Jackson, Mississippi, that have city ordinances about masks.
Oh, okay.
But for the most part, I can go into a restaurant and eat and sit down to eat and not worry. I can go to a drive-through. I can go to a takeout. Now the employees, for the most part, were wearing masks.
Okay. See that around here.
But the people, some were and some weren't.
Yeah.
Most weren't.
Now, were there any requirements? You have to show us your vaccine card to get in.
I did not see any. I did not see that.
Okay.
I didn't go to New Orleans.
Okay.
I didn't even go to that part of the state. I was on I-20. So
you were on the northern part of Louisiana.
Shreveport and
Baton Rouge.
No, Baton Rouge is
a little further south.
South.
Okay.
That's along I-10, I-12.
Okay.
I was going I-20.
I-20. So you came through when you hit Mississippi. Then is that not Natchez?
Vicksburg.
That's right. Natchez is south of there. So yeah. So you came through Vicksburg and then into Jackson and then you swung down.
Yes.
Through Hattiesburg.
Hattiesburg and then Mobile. That's how I went there. Going back, I went to Biloxi.
Okay.
And there's a cutoff that takes you to US 49 back to Hattiesburg and then US 49 to Jackson and then
Yep.
I-20.
Back in the day, we drove that road quite a bit. You probably went through Delowe.
Yeah. Went through it.
They went through Delowe. I thought, why do they call it Delowe? And when they were building the railroad, they said this spot in the landscape is so low, it's Delowe. That's how it got the name Delowe. What is that? That's the low spot in the railroad. I'm not making that up, folks. That's what it is. So, well, that's good. Did you get a chance to listen to the game on Saturday afternoon?
I listened to the tail end of the game.
Okay.
And I do have something to say about that, later. Fourth and 4, Bulldogs with the ball, 34-28, Los Lunas, and we didn't get it. Turnover and downs.
Yeah.
Then Los Lunas scores another touchdown. That's how it ended. Los Lunas 40, Artesia 28.
Yeah. So, but where you were when you set up, it sounded good. Did you pull it off the website, or where did you pull up your audio?
Website.
Off the website. So you went to ksvpradio.com, right?
Yeah, I went to ksvbtv.com.
Oh, you went to ksvptv.com. Okay, very good. And then clicked on the Bulldog, and then there it was. All right, excellent. So we've got about a minute left. I know you can stick around.
Yes.
Because you have a whole report you need to give.
Yes, I do.
Get caught up on stuff. But, congratulations to the Los Lunas Tigers. That was their first state championship.
Yep. And we got second, and number 31 will have to wait another year.
We'll have to wait another year. Are you giving us a sneak peek of your report?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Hey, we're waiting on our foodie items from Kith and Kin. And by the way, we got the cheesecake from Kith and Kin, and we got the rolls from Kith and Kin for our Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, my gosh. That is the best cheesecake and some of the best rolls that we've ever had. So thanks and hats off to the bakers at Kith and Kin. They did a fantastic job. All right, we're going to take a break for news from the townhall.com folks, and then we'll be back with the Barking Guy. I won't babble on. We will have a regular report with the Barking Guy. This is